Hi, I'm Paul Ingram from Rapid Fighting Arts, and welcome back to our Tres Armas Kali online video series. In this lesson, we're going to be covering evasive footwork using what I call the evasive star pattern. And this is a good place where I start off my students, starting to get the footwork active. And the whole point of the evasive star is it's a preparatory step that's going to move us off the line of pressure or off the line of attack of our opponent. And it's going to put us to a better position, a better structural advantage against our opponent, and enable us to apply an aggressive attack back onto our opponent. So our evasive footwork is what I also call our preparatory step. So hang with me, we're going to go ahead and get started here, and we have 4 different techniques within this evasive star.
Okay, so number 1, this is the step. Notice we're stepping out to the left and the right, 45 forward, stepping out left to the right to the side, and we're also going to be stepping left to the right, 45 back. We're returning back to the center, so this way it's just a reference point so we can get a lot of training, a lot of repetition going from the left, going to the right. We want to be able to move both directions and have it feel pretty much just as equal. So again, this is number 1, and it's the step. Number 2 is the travel. So it's the exact same pattern as number 1. The only difference here is that second foot we're going to go ahead and pull it in. This is taking the foot off of the center in case of any kind of a combination attack or if it drifts, the attack drifts to the leg. So this is number 2, travel. Number 3 is the pivot. So we're stepping out, and with that foot we're going to go ahead and pivot and turn. This does a couple things here. 1, it gives us a little bit more distance to work with, and 2, it realigns our center line back on our opponent so we can go ahead and apply a quick attack. So this is number 3, and it's the pivot. Number 4 is the twist. This one is done especially a little bit more close quarters when we don't have a whole lot of room to move, or we just didn't have enough time to react. And it's kind of one of those last resort ones. This keeps us closer to the weapon, which actually does enable us to go ahead and capture the hand and control the weapon a little bit easier. So this is number 4, the twist. Alright, so here's where we go ahead and we put everything together. Notice we're going to start off with the step, and then we're going to move into the travel, and go into the pivot, and then finally the twist. And we just go ahead and train this over and over and over again. And this just allows plenty of repetition time, again, just to be comfortable moving in either direction. Again, you're never going to really know which one you're going to have to pull off. It all depends on your opponent and then the attack that you receive. So here's how we put it together. This is the actual drill. This is how we train it in class. And here's another view of the same drill. Footwork pattern is the same, still working the same 4 points.
Okay, so there we have it. That's our 4 points to our evasive star pattern, our step, our travel, our pivot, and our twist. And again, we're taking that preparatory step, or that evasive step, getting us out of the line of attack, and it allows us a better positioning, more structural positioning for us to re-engage on our opponent. So practice this out, rep it out. We want to make sure that we're able to do all 4 points, moving to the left, moving to the right, and you're never going to know which of these 4 you're going to have to call on or you're going to have to apply in that moment. It all depends on how you're attacked. The pressure, the size, the reach of your opponent, all those things have to come into play. So again, practice it, and later on we'll go ahead and insert this in a partner-based drill.